Ladies and gentlemen, my man, he's the Rochester Township manager, but he's taking a bit of a break to talk to me right now on this very humid Thursday in western Pennsylvania because Monaca Community Days is coming in Beaver County. Boom. And the whole crew, Doc Zambelli and company, and Mr. Mario Leone are going to be joining me on Rob Pratte Monday night to talk all about that. But Norm Ely is here right now to talk Monaca Community Days. It's going to be June 24th. Pump House, Riverfront Park. I've spent a lot of time with my kids there when they were young. Absolutely has been redone. It is an incredible venue just to relax and watch the, well, wonderful world go by at the point of the Beaver and Ohio rivers. And they have some amazing things happening in the way of some super entertainment. And I'm going to let, Norm tell you all about that. Norm, great to have you back. And man, you guys really have some top-notch entertainment. And Rochester Villa and Manor is going to bring a country band that we're going to tell you about in just a moment. But go ahead, Norm. What's on the amphitheater stage coming up on June 24th?
Yeah, Rob, thanks a lot for having me. Absolutely, we have our Monaca Community Days coming. Myself and John Airline are in charge of the entertainment and a lot of things that go on down here at Community Days. We kick off the day first entertainment-wise. We have at the amphitheater stage right on the river. We have a magic show by Steve Haberman. He's a great guy. To kick off the day, bring the kids down. We have the magic show then, and right after that, the kids game starts. We also have Steel City Ruins. They're a new band. They've been around at about a year or so now. They started, they're on from 3 to 4. The guitarist is based here right in Monaca. Ethan Lyons, he goes to Lincoln Park. Ethan's a great musician. He's been in a few other bands since he's been 10 or 11. I bet he's been playing Community Days with a bunch of their bands. And the Anna James band is still out there. He's the guitarist in that. And I'll tell you what, the Lincoln Park is providing a lot of great musicians, for the county and some bands. And as you mentioned, the Wrangler Band at 5 o'clock. They're a country band. They are sponsored by Rochester Manor and Villa. They're a great band. They've played the past few years over Thursdays for the Beaver County Boom headquarters. They play off and on every other year. So we stole them off of Thursdays this year since it was their year off. And Rochester Manor and Villa has sponsored them for us. They've become a sponsor for us this year. And as you know, they're a huge sponsor in Beaver County Boom. The Knapsack in the Beaver County push, they put that on. And then also we have Sidewinder. They play a variety of music. Jimmy Miller and his wife Dina. Jimmy's been a music person here in Beaver County, and you can also hear him on the radio every day doing traffic. And it's Jimmy's a great guy. He plays drums for Sidewinder. They're a great band. They've been off and on our Community Days now for about, I'd say, 6 or 7 years on different time slots.
Yeah, by the way, it all culminates Beaver County Boom, which has become a tradition thanks to Doc and so many others. And this is one thing you don't want to miss. And, I enjoy it every single year. Now, listen, food and craft booths, bounce house, balloon, the sculptures, face painting, children games. But the food, incredible stuff, gyros, chicken tenders, hot sausage, meatball sandwiches, hot dogs, French fries. They've got all sorts of baked goods, apple dumplings, cotton candy, shaved ice, and of course ice cream, lemonade, root beer floats. And here's really some cool stuff. It's going to get a little busy, but the venue is so beautiful that you don't want to give up the spectacular view because of the lack of parking. So what they're going to do, free shuttle from St. John the Baptist Roman Catholic Church, their parking lot, right along Pennsylvania Avenue there. Simply just jump on the shuttle. It's free, and it'll be there from 6 o'clock until the end of the evening. So talk to me about this and the mayor, Mr. Adeline, and Mario, and yourself, and the Recreation Board, Entertainment Board. The whole thought process was just to give people a chance to relax a little bit and, hey, enjoy summer in the wonderful town of Monaca, right?
Absolutely, Rob. Monaca Community Days has been going on forever. Since I remember going to Monaca Community Days down at Airline Park when I was young. We moved it down to the Pump House at Junction Beaver County Boom. I believe this is our 3rd year down here. And it's working out. You got the Great River. We have the Beaver County Boom fireworks. We have the food booths, the entertainment, kids games, bounce houses through the day. It's a great family event. Like I said, everyone comes down for a Radio Pulse. They put a lot of work into it also. Brandy Rossi. And, it's a lot of work, but, we're here for the community, and we're here to keep the community together, and at least get them together once a year where they can see people they might only see at the next community days, because, a lot of people are busy these days. This is sometimes you get to see, Mr. Smith from down the road at community days.
Listen, before we go, and by the way, to Joe and Sherry Nickel, who I've known for a long time, and they knew me back in the day when it was like GQ and always worried about the waistline. Well, folks, guess what? I'm ready to eat some of the great food from Nichols Market as opposed to all that penny candy that my kids enjoyed for so long. So, Joe and Sherry, get ready because we're going to belly up to the table and enjoy some of that great food. And we're looking forward to hopefully seeing you again this year at the Community Days, June 24th. They're great people. This is a great community, and I love it so much, and I just can't say enough about it. And, the thing that I notice so much, as I take my nightly strolls through the town, headed over to the Monaca SOI a couple of days a week, I see the great police department in Monaca, Chief David Puri out there patrolling the streets and making sure people are safe. I actually saw them heading down by Riverfront Park late last night, just kind of making sure the community's safe. And you got these wonderful first responders here. Lots of exciting news happening with the Borough Building that I'm sure a lot of you saw in the Beaver County Times. Progressive moving forward. They got a wonderful Main Street, great restaurants, and more importantly, spawning a whole lot of economic business. And, Norm, of course, had decided to throw his hat in the ring, and he would like to be the mayor as far as the next generation. But you have to admit what Mr. Adeline's father and what he has done, along with Mario, and all of the people that I just mentioned and many that I have forgotten, this is a pretty incredible town to live in, isn't it, Norm?
It is, Rob. And I've mentioned before here on your on your program that Mr. Adeline's father is one of the major people that got me involved back when I was 10, 11 years old. I used to help the recreation at community days, and I helped down the park. I worked down the park when I was 15, 16 with Dave the Tourist. And I think Mr. Adeline and Mr. the Tourist got me into local government and made me run for council when I was 24 years old. I was on council for 12 years, and I pretty much thank it to them because it gave me the interest in the town, because I've seen the pride they took in Monaca, and I take the same pride as they did.
Hey, one other thing, too. Mario was telling me about the new pavilion at Allaire Park, and I haven't been there. Boy, I love that park. I need to get up there. It's been a long time. Tell me about this new pavilion, and that I know everybody's so excited about.
Yeah, we had antiquated bathrooms down there for years, and we actually had some problems with the building, structurally-wise, and we tore it down about 3 years ago now. Mario Leone, the borough manager, did get a grant that's covering, I'd say, about 75% of this new bathroom. And included in that now is a shelter attached to that. So not only is it it's called the Comfort Station in Airline Park, it also has a shelter that's attached to it. On one side, it's actually going to have a kitchen for this shelter. And then there's also storage for hopefully sometime down the road, a splash pad there. So it's definitely a nice shelter. It's a green shelter. Monaca is platinum status, sustainable Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania. So there's going to be actually plants on the roof to keep the stormwater out of the road. And it's a green roof, and that was part of the grant also. And then the other part of the grant was from DCNR. And the Park Department through Pennsylvania. But it's almost done. I'd say the landscaping's getting done as we speak. I was there by this morning before I went to work, and it's looking great. I know the picnic tables are coming in next week. I seen the gentleman down there the other day as I drove by. He's made some for picnic tables, and I believe they're working on having a ribbon cutting here in the next 2 to 3 weeks, from what I understand.
So, let me see if Eric, I see it really wasn't a timer. I just had to give it the Halama Brother magic. We got the light on again. That's a good thing. Hey, also too, because you care about this place as much as I do, and I really look at Beaver and I look at Rochester and I look at Monaca kind of all connected, if you will, and you think of what's happening with developments, Mr. Betters, and obviously along Railroad Street, Pat Nardelli has that property down there as well. And what I've seen happen in Monaca, right, of course, at the old toll bridge site adjacent to that amazing structure that has been around, as I have, long enough to remember when it was a toll bridge. And hey, if it keeps structures healthy and around longer, I don't mind dropping a few coins in a slot. And I think someday we're going to be seeing a lot more of that. And you look at the Pennsylvania Turnpike and what they've been able to do because of a few dollars, the most pristine highway anywhere in the country, and I love traveling in it. And I think that will be a great way to move forward and keep these highways stronger and our structures and infrastructure stronger as well. But I see so much development and I see so much opportunity along the rivers in this place that we call home, especially right there at that confluence of the Beaver and Ohio River. There's a lot of untapped potential there, and it's finally being tapped into. So there's a lot of excitement as far as down the road what we're going to be doing with riverfront property in this area, Norm.
Oh, yeah. Actually, Rob, I'm on the zoning board in Manassas. We had a hearing last night, and as you said, the toll bridge in 17th Street, all the property that was recently tore down is going to be built here this year. There's the ATI,
Right.
And the Diaguardi. I'm not saying ATI is going to be there, but the Diaguardis are building a brand new building right where the old Manassas Police Club and the Fleet Auto was. There's going to be a new building there. We okayed that last night in zoning. So Manassas, that end of Manassas is growing. NF&M is growing. They're adding jobs on a daily basis. They're adding on down there. And McClymonds is doing some new things down at their end of town. So it's definitely on the up growth and the uptick there in Manassas Borough.
All right, I'm going to leave you with this, who I used to spend a lot of time with at Harper Styling Salon, Vince Diaguardi, John's dad, Jean-Don. I think about him often, and a man who taught me a lot about business. And you know what? I see it all coming together, folks. As we like to say, it's good to live and raise your family and have faith and work in Beaver County. Norm, thanks so much. Good luck with Community Days on June 24th, okay?
Thanks for having me, Rob. I appreciate it.
And remember, Beaver County, boom.